Alright, it's that time again, folks, for the beginning of the stream, and it means it's time for us to look at some beautiful coping MAGA. So the other day, a bunch of MAGA idiots tried to storm the Capitol building. They got inside. There were multiple bombs found. Some of them brought handcuffs to take hostages. Other ones had Molotov cocktails. They were chanting hang Pence because they wanted to hang Mike Pence for not subverting the democracy for Donald Trump. A whole bunch of bad stuff happened. They ended up getting pushed back by law enforcement that was brought in from the surrounding areas of D.C., and DC cops themselves, although they let them run roughshod for quite a while. And now there have been a variety of arrests from people who broke and entered into a federal building. So we'll see what the Cope is doing today, shall we? Oh no! That's a fight. Yikerinos. Oh, I forgot to mention, Donald Trump has been banned from all social media, basically. That's also important for the context of today. So they're claiming that Google, Facebook, Twitter, and I guess Apple removing Donald Trump from their private social media networks is somehow tantamount to the Holocaust. So that's not overblowing it at all.
But when you have a sitting president, I really don't care what side you're on, but when you have a sitting president get banned from social media, you know your country is literally on the path to communism.
That's right.
Communism is when I get banned from private platforms. If Trump didn't want to get banned, which, by the way, he was probably going to get banned anyway because he's a big shithead, but if he didn't want to get banned, here's a tip. If you don't want to get banned from Twitter, don't incite a riot that ends with people breaking into the Capitol building trying to kill and kidnap senators. I don't know if that's in Twitter's TOS, but it should be.
If you just look at every other country that is now... This is crazy. This is coming out of my mouth. Full-fledged communists. They first banned literature that didn't agree with whatever they were trying to preach, whatever they were trying to implement. Then they started banning people who were not preaching the message that they wanted to be preached. Then they started banning politicians and activists that were preaching against whatever they were trying to implement. Do you not see it happening here? I don't care what side you're on. The reason America is because we can all yell as loud as we want about whatever we want to yell.
You can yell as loud as you want in public at a park. But if I own a business, if I own private property, like Twitter is, and you come onto my property and start screaming at the top of your lungs, I have every right to kick you out. You can't. You don't have the right to be heard in specific privately owned platforms. If Trump wants to go in the middle of a public park and start screeching, he can. However, incitement of violence is not protected speech, as it turns out, so if he tried to do that, then that would also go badly for him. Please try it, though. That'd be fun.
And the truth prevails, but now we have to silence in order for the truth to be heard. That's never been the case in the history of this entire planet. But somehow now the truth can't get out, so we got to start banning people because they're overshadowing the truth. I think it's bullshit, and if you agree with the banning, you're crazy. And all you conservatives, I'll see you in concentration.
Oh, they want to be subjugated so badly. We look for an alternative to the fake news. We found Q. Q was also fake, but it brought us together and brought us hope. The real storm was the friends we made along the way. At least this one accepts Q was fake now. That's better than average for them.
Important now more than ever to go and stand united in the face of this obstacle that we are currently dealing with as a country. It's an amazing time to be alive. Take action right now. Do not wait. Overwhelm these people with the truth. Millions of us have seen the evidence, and we will not stand. Remember, the elected only govern at the consent of those that they are governing. So make your voices heard. The sovereign citizens of the United States of America hold the power in this country.
Citizens are not sovereign. That's not what that word means.
Not the government. God bless you all, and God bless America, and I will see you on the 6th.
Oh, I hope that guy gets banned. Oh, remember this guy? He's got a Q shirt on. Womp womp. Got arrested. I thought I could break into the Capitol building and incite violence with no consequences, though. How'd that work out? They're barricading doors to keep Trump supporters in their hotel tonight. Welcome to Biden's America. Do these guys know Trump is still the president? It's still Trump's America until the 20th at noon. We have a MAGA person. George Floyd wouldn't have died if he didn't break the law. No, Ashley Babbitt's death was unjustified. Hashtag say her name. She was actively trying to get into a room where senators were being protected by the police. What did she think was going to happen? This guy got arrested too. Fun fact. If you go into Nancy Pelosi's office and you steal shit, not gonna go well for you. Oh, did you see this? Kyle Rittenhouse is out drinking with his family. Is Rittenhouse 21? Wasn't he like 17?
Were to lose on Tuesday, what would you do? If President Trump were to
He's 18? 18 isn't old enough to drink in the United States.
lose on Tuesday, what would you do?
He's not going to
You can drink at 18 with parents in Wisconsin? Okay.
lose, but what would he do? I have to accept it.
If Joe Biden wins, the left will riot. Trump's base will react like we always do, as decent Americans.
I'm gonna wake up the next morning, it's gonna be a beautiful sunny day, and I'm gonna keep going on with my life.
Supporters of President Donald Trump have stormed.
Welcome to the purge. I'm going to keep saying this over and over again, and hopefully everyone sees it. Delete all social media. Don't use it for anything, not even to fight against the left. Delete it. Let them have their leftist utopia, then watch them eat each other alive like all commies end up doing. Do not use social media for anything, even LinkedIn. Especially LinkedIn. Oh, did you see Rudy Giuliani cited Nick Fuentes, a literal Holocaust-denying neo-Nazi?
And I believe the gentleman's name is Nick Fuentes, and Nick Funes, and he makes the point that, of the obvious point.
Good job, Rudy Giuliani, you're nailing it. This is good. Read carefully. Update. I'm still so surprised how everyone is freaking out about that Trump video last night. Here are the facts. I know this is true because they put a bunch of emojis in the header, and I trust anything that has emojis in it, okay? Did you see the movie? The Emoji Movie? That had Patrick Stewart in it. He was the poop emoji. He's a Shakespearean actor. That means this is true.
Capitalism.
Number one, Trump was not running for just a 4-year election in 2016. Trump was approached by the military to run the nation. I feel like the military could probably pick a better commander-in-chief if they were trying to foment. God, I always fuck up on that word. If they were trying to foster some sort of military coup, I would pick someone other than a failed businessman. Trump's first 4 years was about draining the swamp. The swamp was deep and incorporated every industry in the world. Banking, movie, pharmaceutical, food, you name it. They control it. Barack Obama, before leaving office, signed an executive order to pardon anyone prior of any crimes in the government. That's not how pardons work. The swamp rats could not be tried for those crimes, so anything after B.O. left office, they could be tried for. The military needed to catch them in the act of committing crimes. Now Trump said, I want a smooth, orderly transition of power. We're transitioning from the defunct USA corporation to the Republic, not Biden. At the end, Trump said, our incredible journey is only just beginning. Boom! This is a military operation. The military is in control. No matter what it looks like, it's all optics. Trump won an overwhelming victory and will be president. Hold on, let me double check. No, Biden won the election, actually. Glad I could check that for you. The swamp rats need to commit their crime. They did treason on a fraudulent election, and then a coup to remove a sitting president for a second time. All of them at once. You're watching a movie that is well scripted. They all think life is a movie. What's up with that? Life is not a movie, okay? Relax, watch the show, and the ending is going to be epic, biblical. Trump will be the president. Imagine when the swamp is drained and what he can do in the next 4 years when he accomplished so much with the swamp surrounding him. It will be incredible. What did Trump do? They never list the accomplishments. It's weird. From now until January 20th, it will be rocky. Brace yourselves. But no matter what, Trump will be the president. Trump has said over and over, we have it all. They have all the crimes they ever committed. And the citation on the bottom of this page is from an inside source. That's reputable. It's a source that's inside. It says it right there. You think you can just put things on the internet in red text and lie? No, that's not how the internet works. Red text means it's true, okay? That might even be in bold, okay? You don't put stuff in bold if it's a lie. I don't even think that's physically possible. You fools. Right, you absolute fools. Someone did a painting of the lady who got shot. Let me clarify. Reverse. So someone did a painting of the terrorist who was shot. And that's not what she looked like when she got shot. I've seen the video, okay? She was not dignified. She was not having a good time. Stay tuned, the day of reckoning will come, says Pizza Lord, Papa John. The day of reckoning has come. Not only did Donald Trump get banned, but then he tried to ban evade by moving over to the Team Trump Twitter, and then that got banned. And then he also tried to move over to one of his, like, social media manager people's account, and that got banned. And then Kraken Lady herself, Sidney Powell, got banned. Flynn got banned. The quartering left. That was voluntary. And then someone named Code Monkey Z was also banned. Some good shit. Good shit.
What do you think of boomers? Boomers. What do you think of boomers? Fuck boomers! Yeah! Hey! We're not on the same side. They're trying to fucking stop us. Fuck boomers. They signed NAFTA. They allowed Mexicans to come here en masse. They allowed the 60s and 70s immigration control. They allowed everyone to come in here. They made it. They hog buildings. They hog houses. They hog boats. They're fucking greedy pieces of shit. Fuck boomers. One bullet for every fucking boomer. Day of the pillow, motherfucker.
Okay, so what he just said there, that's important. Day of the Pillow, that's a reference to the Day of the Rope. The Day of the Rope, for those of you who don't know, is a fictional event in, like, the most neo-Nazi novel ever written. Neo-Nazis love this book. I think it's like the Diary of... Let me look, hold on. Day of the Rope. It's the Diary of... Day of the Turner Diaries. That's what it is. So the Turner Diaries is an anti-Semitic, right-wing, neo-Nazi novel. The premise of which, Thought Slime did a really good video on this, by the way. Yeah, Thought Slime did a video on it. In which it basically goes over a fictional coup of the government by Nazis, by neo-Nazis in the United States. And they have what's called in this the Day of the Rope. This is basically the day in which all the fascists get together and execute all the liberals, all the Jewish people, all the non-white people. This is the Day of the Rope. So this guy saying Day of the Pillow, motherfuckers, is implying that it's like the Day of the Rope, but he's going to kill a bunch of boomers with, like, pillows. It's combining Day of the Rope with the idea of smothering someone with a pillow. So this guy's literally calling for just genocide, so that's great. You gotta love that.
Open up!
That's good, but it's music, so. Excuse me. Breaking. Apple has given Parler a 24-hour ultimatum to implement a moderation plan, or it's getting scrubbed from the App Store. And then the owner of Parler, or the spokesperson for Parler, says, "We will not cave to pressure from the anti-competitive actors. We will and always have enforced our rules against violence and illegal activity." Doubt. But we won't cave to politically motivated companies and those authoritarians who hate free speech. So Parler's probably going to get removed from the App Store in the next 24 hours. I don't know exactly when this ultimatum was given. Let's see, January 8th at 5:16 p.m. or 5:56. So maybe during the stream it'll get removed. That'll be fun. Parler's already gone. I know they banned it from the... Oh, did they ban it from the Apple Store? I know they did from Google. But Apple was giving them 24 hours. Did they end up removing them? Okay, cool. Some people seem to be indicating that they... Well, now they're saying I think. Hey, Baja. Can you check the Apple App Store for Parler? Thank you. I don't have an iPhone. So I had to ask Baja. Joe Biden will be at the presidential inauguration on January 20th. What? Okay, it's still there. You guys are wrong. Guys, it's not banned on Apple yet. She just looked it up. It's on there. Joe Biden will be at the presidential inauguration on January 20th, but he won't be the guy getting sworn in. This tweet will age well. Nah.
You traitor!
Oh, did you see this? Lindsey Graham getting heckled by Trump supporters at the airport.
You traitor! You traitor! You traitor! You're a traitor! Lindsey Graham, you are a traitor to the country! You know it was rigged! You know it was rigged! You know it was rigged! You garbage human being! It's gonna be like this forever, wherever you go for the rest of your life! Audit the vote! Audit the vote! Audit the vote! Audit the vote! Piece of shit! Audit our vote! 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 Hey, you better sell your soul out!
Hey, remember that time Lindsey Graham tweeted, "If we nominate Trump, we'll get destroyed and we deserve it"? Funny how that worked out, huh? Ian Miles Chong tweets, "What an absolute disgrace, and to think some people still want to call those insurgents patriots." Shockingly, Ian Miles Chong has been divorcing himself from this stuff for some reason. I don't know why this is the breaking point, but apparently it is. This person says, "Reminder that he's never been to America, but keeps getting hired to write about politics by Americans who claim to support America First policies like hiring American." And yeah, he's been losing a ton of followers. Because he's, you know, not been defending terrorists. Funny how that works. MAGA never concedes. Something is off. I am not a LARPer. Something is off. So Trump the other day basically did a video where he's like, hey, we're going to have a peaceful transition of power. Basically as close to a concession as he'll ever have. And MAGA people, especially on places like the Donald.win, before they rationalized it, think it's just crazy, and they think it's like a deep fake, or that it's a body double or something, because they can't accept that Trump lost and is maybe now accepting it, at least partially. Remember, even his last speech was behind bulletproof glass. After that, he hasn't been seen. None of his family has been seen since then. Within the next week, something is going to go down. Whether it's going to be Trump's ace or the deep state's final win, we'll see by January 20th. It's going to be a staged false flag attack to malign Trump supporters, a truck bomb, a mass shooting, something big and heinous with a paid LARPer wearing a MAGA hat, whatever it is. It's going to be the final excuse to crack down on patriots. They walked a known Black Lives Matter Antifa associate who wore the same buffalo headwear to a Black Lives Matter event in the Capitol and still convinced many Americans that was a MAGA supporter. Yeah, that guy was a MAGA supporter. He's a QAnon guy. He goes to all sorts of MAGA and QAnon events, and he was at a Black Lives Matter rally. He was counter-protesting the Black Lives Matter people. This has been thoroughly debunked at this point. Anything to escape culpability for your actions, though. I'm not owned. I'm not owned. I continue to insist as I slowly shrink and transform into a corn cob. Oh no, is Jake Wint? Capitol building? MAGA, QAnon, far right? Why hasn't Antifa done this? Upvote if you still believe Trump will be our president for the next 4 years. People are forgetting this man is a genius and has always been 10 steps ahead. Now is no different. At any point, do they figure out that he's not a genius and he's really just that stupid? Oh, this is good. Check this out. Oh, that probably hurt. Peep how the corner of his... Oh, this is from his speech the other day. Peep how the corner of his mouth inverts when he says defiled. Would this mean he's dead or what? Might be held hostage by the government and they made a fake speech so that an orderly transition happens. Again, they're making up deep fake conspiracy theories because they can't accept that Trump has lost. And even their a little insurrection attempt failed within hours.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I'll get to all the bit messages and subs in a little bit, by the way, guys. I know there's a bunch waiting. Boycott Time Magazine. This was at the newsstands. I feel sick to my stomach. And it's, you know, Time's commemorative president issue that they always do. I'm pretty sure they did one for Donald Trump, too. Alright, I think we're at where we roughly already saw some of this from Coping MAGA, but these are too glorious to not show again. This one's my favorite. Okay, that's Coping MAGA. Let's do a little searching of our own, shall we? Oh, you know what? We're gonna do extra Coping MAGA using Liberty Hangout. Let me switch the tab that you guys are seeing in the... Oh, come on. Show my incognito tab, you cowards. There we go. Let's see what Liberty Hangout's up to, okay? Delta Airlines... This is just a retweet. Delta Airlines landed a plane to remove these people because they were having a private conversation about supporting President Trump.
President Trump. And you got all these fucktards standing around doing nothing. 30 cops over here. Rest of them going everywhere. All these police everywhere. Because they were waiting for these people to get put off a plane.
If you don't like getting kicked off a plane, don't associate yourself with terrorists. That's a new song. I just wrote it.
Because they support President Trump.
It's not right in this country.
How you doing?
It's not right.
It's crazy.
It's not right.
This is crazy.
Because I said Trump 2020. That's all I said, Trump 2020.
All these police hang around.
I hope those people are having an awful time. Liberty Hangout says, I just realized something. The FBI is only asking for help identifying people that were inside the Capitol building, but not anyone outside where confrontation with the police took place. Really makes you think, considering there's footage coming out of the police opening the doors up. Okay, Liberty Hangout. The people, and I watched all the live streams. We did a 6-hour live stream when it was happening. The people beat up the cops, and then they went into the Capitol building. By the way, entering the Capitol building like that is a felony in and of itself. It's a federal felony. But either way, The people attacked and punched the cops, and then the people who attacked and punched the cops went into the Capitol building, where they also proceeded to attack and punch cops and cause, you know, damage and all sorts of ridiculous shit. It wouldn't surprise me if they're also looking for people outside, but they're probably prioritizing people inside the building, because it's probably easier to get conviction when they're clearly on camera breaking into a federal building. I like that they compare, like, various sit-ins, peaceful sit-ins, where, like, to an instance where 5 people were killed, they attacked the police, destroyed property, and did so intentionally to subvert democracy. Like, if MAGA people in this fashion came in and sit in, I think it was pretty cringe, but it wouldn't be insurrection. What makes it that is the intent they had going into the building. Breaking the windows, breaking the doors, attacking the police, scaring the senators off the Senate floor during a vote. Like, that's what makes it what it is, guys. The only conservative that will be left here is Ben Shapiro, and that's because he's really a liberal. Oh god, don't curse us with that, please.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
God has a plan for our country, and the righteous will make it through the dark days. Keep the faith. Good luck with that. Can't believe Trump got banned before we did. Right? Can we ban Liberty Hangout already? The fact that Mike Pence is still on Twitter while everyone else is getting banned tells you everything you need to know about. Pence wasn't on Twitter stoking violence and crazy conspiracy theories, to my knowledge. This is what democracy looks like, Liberty Hangout says, in regard to the violent insurrection attempt. Yikes. Oh boy. They say, okay, now Trump should definitely declare himself king. This might just piss him off enough that he does it. Does Liberty Hangout know that's not how literally anything works? That's literally the Michael Scott I declare bankruptcy thing. Trump can't just be like, I'm the king! I'm the king now! Sure you are, Donnie. Whatever you say. Joe Biden is Hitler, they say. You're witnessing the biggest gaslighting in the history of the world, and everyone knows it. You guys should go, I'm like, blocked by them, but you guys should go and, you know, check and see if there's any TOS stuff and report it on Liberty Hangout. Because we could always add another account to the banned list, you know? That'd be fun. How's the Donald.win doing on this fine day? Let's look at that, and then we'll move on to some videos. Monarchy Hangout.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Trying to think what thread.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Nancy Pelosi drunk meme. Okay, how about this one? They wouldn't need to censor us if we were wrong. They are burning their businesses to the ground. They'll just make more fake accounts to pump up their numbers to investors. I was about to type, I pray they get caught doing this, but it doesn't matter. They can clearly do anything they want. Ooh, are they getting black-pilled? That'd be fun. Apparently it doesn't matter if they get caught. I mean, we have them dead to rights on election fraud. Guys, I'm still waiting for the evidence of election fraud. There were over 60 court cases, and no evidence was ever demonstrated in any of the filings that there was fraud. Guys, Can we get the fraud evidence now? We only got 11 days till the inauguration. But they just continue to pretend like the evidence either doesn't exist or doesn't amount to anything. Or, how about this? The evidence doesn't exist and it doesn't amount to anything. The new government will subsidize them to keep them afloat. Can't risk losing control of the message. Jesus. Enron strategy will collapse. That's not what Enron was. I don't think they know what Enron is. Oh my god, the top comment on this is an anti-vaccine thing. Ugh, what is wrong with these people? What? Oh, I didn't change it. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. That's probably good. Do I want to do Terrence Williams as his own video? We'll do Terrence as his own thing. So that's the MAGA cope for today. It's coming in real hot. It'll be interesting to see in the coming days how this continues. Bear in mind, people on the Donald and stuff are claiming that they're going to do more attacks on the Capitol. So keep an eye out. Stay safe, especially if you're near Washington or any Capitol buildings or anything. Oh boy. Let's move on. I have a lot of bit messages to get to before we get to John Doyle.